Hey guys. Alright, so I'm going to be changing out the rotors and the pads on the Subaru Crosstrek. Alright, just the front ones. Just the front ones. So I think they're getting down in pad wear, and I have a little bit of, like, when I get up to higher speed and when I stop on the brakes, it kind of shakes a little bit. So that tells me the rotors are probably gone. Yeah, so the first thing, get it jacked up, put a jack stand underneath just in case. And of course I got my wheel locks fit on there. Okay. And then I'll get the size and then we'll break them loose. All right. So the size, come on, size 19 socket, at least for this. Oh, they must have really put them on tight at the tire store. All right. All right, get that one started. I'm only going to do one side, show you one side. You know, it's all the same. It's just the reverse order. Get this tire off. Those pads and everything, they're going to be nice and toasty. Boy, it's been a very interesting week. A lot of weird stuff happening. You know, I was off Thursday and wasn't feeling very well. Had like a headache for like 2 days. I don't know what the hell caused that, but anyway, I was gonna work on my car on the vet, but all day Thursday, but that didn't happen. Sometimes, you know, just life gets in the way, and of course, a lot of stuff that's way out of my control. Some things with the neighbors, and just crazy weekend. All right. Off easy enough. Yeah, the rotors are fine. I mean, but I'll show you. Decided to step up a little bit on a nicer rotor. So, all right, I need turn on the. All right, so there's 2 bolts that actually hold the caliper on right here, and they're 14. So, wrong way. So they're 14 millimeter. So these just come out. Put those off to the side. All right, and this just come right on off. All right, I just stick it right here. A lot of people, they say to tie up to this and everything, but your little dust shield, you'll hold them in place. All right, let's kind of take a look at the brakes here and see what we got. We still got quite a bit of pad. I just not liking the feel of it because, like I said, it started shaking at higher speeds. So there's my, you know, that's pretty good pad wear, but look how it's, you know. Anyway, okay, now there's 2 more bolts. I have to get my head in there. There's 2 more bolts. So it's going to take this, I don't know, this holder, I guess you'd call it, off, and then that's going to just slide right off too. So let me see where the bolts are. Okay, looks like they're right here. They're a little bit bigger. Yeah, So those ones are going to be a 17 millimeter for the bigger ones. To take those off. Oh, I might have to get a breaker bar on that. There we go. Oh, just took some muscle. Ow. Then, let's see if we can get this. There we go. Come on. All right. Now that that's loose, all right, now they'll come out by hand. All right. So see, then that just comes off, and those are feeling okay. That one should have a little more pullback. They're still fine though. They go in and out real easy. So anyway, we'll clean this up. And for me, see that disc just comes right off. So there's that one. Let me go get the new one because I kind of upgraded a little bit. All right, so they gave me the wrong pads. This happens a lot at parts stores. Completely different. I mean, how frustrating. Oh, go back down to the parts store, see if I can get the right pads. Man, anyway, while we're here, better look at the rotor. You know, try to make sure it's right too. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's see if these match up. Because, yeah. Okay, those look like they'll fit. Just take it out and show you. So it's a lot nicer disc brake setup. So that'll look a lot nicer. I'll come back and I'll clean up that mess later on. But let's go back to the parts store. All right. Oh, that's annoying. This has happened a few times where I order something and the wrong part shows up. So the ones I originally ordered were semi-metallic, and these are ceramic. Wanted semi-metallic, but I got the car apart already. I'm not throwing it back on and waiting for a semi-metallic. You know, there's just no point. All right, so gotta make sure we clean this. Put these on backwards. Just take some of your brake cleaner and go ahead and just wipe it down. It's nice and clean. Get all those oils and stuff that I had from my... Okay, same with this. Alright. Okay. There's also, you can also clean up this stuff right there. It wouldn't hurt. Some people take a brush, you know, to it and everything like that, just to make it, you know, a little bit more, but it's nice and smooth. It's not, nothing's gonna happen there. I'll clean it up a little bit. Okay, let's put that back on. Where's my bracket? Oh, right there. All right. Let's go ahead and just kind of, like I said, just to clean it up a little bit. I'm not going to get crazy with it because it's not going to really matter. You know, it won't matter because it's going to get dirty here in a little bit anyway. You just want to kind of clean up some of the major gunk. All right. Now we re-bolt it up. I'm going to have to get my head up in there. To really tighten them down, I'm going to get a wrench. The socket doesn't just quite fit on there, so I'm going to get a bigger. See, the bottom one's fine. It's just the that top one. I don't know if I can. Maybe I can. Nah, I'll get a wrench. Anyway, I'll tighten that up, and then we'll bring in the new pads. So these are just going to sit in. You want to follow the flow, okay? So on this one, the wear indicator is down on the bottom. Come on. Go. There's one. And okay, here's the other one. The back is always the hardest because I can't see what I'm doing. All right, so I need to get a wrench on that and tighten that down before I forget, and then we'll put this back on there. We'll clean it up a little bit too, and I'll give it one more good spray before I put it all back together. And we can put a little bit of grease on the ends here to help them slide in and out. Before I get too far, I just want to put it together. And before I forget, you just put them on the very ends there. Okay, you're not getting crazy with it. You don't want them on, you don't want any of that grease on the pad itself, okay? So there's that. Go ahead and clean a little bit of the pad. All right. There we go. Yes, I did tighten that bolt. So I just wanted to remind you that I did do that. Ooh, a little crazy on that one. All right, let's put a little grease on the ends here. Like I said, you don't need a lot, just a little bit. It helps it slide in and out better. Come on, get in there. All right. Now with this one, you can just take the old pad here, and then we'll get something to vice grip, or not vice grip, to grip it down and sink it in. Oh, I forgot to push the record button. Anyway, I just took some channels, and just pressed it back, those pistons back in. I thought I was recording, sorry guys. Anyway, this just comes back down, slides back in. I want to get the holes kind of lined up. Okay, let's get this top one in first. All right, and then the bottom one. Oh, I wish I would have got the semi-metallic. Gosh darn those guys. Anyway. Alright. I'll tighten these up. Oh. Alright. Kind of give it a good, what they say, 𝐷𝐞𝐿. There we go. Alright, and that side's done. And once this will wobble a little bit, but once you get that wheel on, it pushes it up against where it needs to be. All right, and I'm gonna just, you can see I got a little bit of grease there. Just kind of one more time, get that little wipe down. Oh, I wanted semi-metallic. Oh well. Just want to get this job done now. All right, then we'll put the wheel on. Let's see, do the grease for the other side. And that's basically all you do. And then you let the jack down, and you're done. So that's one side down. You just, like I said, you know how to put a wheel back on. All right, and then we'll come back after I get the other side. All right, we got it all set and everything. So now you just got to push the brakes to get those pistons to come back out. So just a little bit to start feeling more pressure. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and start it. It should go down a little bit more. There we go. Okay. So that's all you're trying to do, is just try to pump it a few times to get those pistons back. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take it down the road, and you're going to get up to like 60 miles an hour or whatever, and then just stop. You know, try to come to a sudden stop to brake, to get those brakes bedded in. All right, so I'm not going to show me driving, but anyway, that's all you do. Just do it about maybe 10 times. Get those brakes nice and hot, and go from there. So anyway, that's it for that today for the brakes. Now I'm going to do the spark plugs.